So guys, with this new GTA Online update, Rockstar Games did include 3 new cars that can have the super fun drift tuning modification. And throughout the rest of this video, I will show you these 3 cars, where you can purchase them, and give my honest opinion on these cars. To begin with, we have the Vulcan Nebula Turbo, which has such a cool name. You can buy this from the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website for a price of just under $800,000. Now, to apply the drift tuning, we have to take this car over to the LS car meet. Bear in mind, if you are trying to do this, you guys will need to have the membership pass inside the LS car meet. This will just allow you to customize the cars here. Now, arguably the biggest downside to the drift tuning modification will be the insane cost of $200,000. And on top of that, if you guys want to remove the drift tuning, you will have to pay an additional $50,000. Before even putting the drift tuning on, the game will say that you guys can unlock access to exclusive liveries or liveries, which honestly is a really cool feature. I have not tried to, for example, apply the drift tuning, put on one of these new liveries or liveries, and then remove the drift tuning to keep that livery, but this is something that I definitely think could work and probably make the vehicle or car look much better. After fully customizing the Vulcan Turbo, honestly this is such a standard drift vehicle, I would say. Don't get me wrong, it is still fun, and I really love the fact that you guys can change the wheels and it will make them slightly slanted, but after already using the Fathom FR36, which in my opinion is by far the best drift vehicle, I don't really think this comes too close to it. But overall guys, I still think this is a great car to own, and just having that option to put on the drift tuning is still really good. For the next car that we can use drift tuning on, we have the Cipher. You can purchase the Cipher from the Legendary Motorsport website. I also believe that this is a sports car, and it will cost you a price of just over $1.1 million. Just like the previous vehicle, once we apply the drift tuning kit for $200,000, we get access to a bunch of different liveries or liveries, and just testing this thing out in the test track, I definitely think that this is probably the best one. I'm not sure if this is something to do with the acceleration of this vehicle or something, and then using it to drift. It just feels like you guys can get much better drifts using this, and it does sort of remind me of the FR36. I would probably say that this is on par with the Jester RR in how it performs when drifting, but overall I would definitely select the Jester RR over this. I think the Jester RR just looks incredible, but this is still a great option. I think one main downside to this vehicle is probably the different customization options. Now, like I have said in other videos that I have done evolving around cars, I am absolutely terrible at modifying them and making them look very good, so you guys could definitely make them cars look a lot better than I have. But overall, I would probably give this a 7.5 out of 10, with 10 being the FR36. I think this is a great car altogether, but this now brings us to our final vehicle, guys, with the new drift tuning modifications, and this vehicle will be the Sentinel wide body, which is also another sports car. Now, for this example, I used the Sentinel Classic. I'm not entirely sure if you guys need to change this to the wide body by taking it over to Benny's, but I already had the Sentinel Classic with all of the Benny upgrades on it, so already the customization of this vehicle is insane. You can really put some great things onto it. If you guys want to purchase this vehicle, you can go over to Benny's Original Motorworks website and pick up this vehicle for just under $500,000, which is such a great price. You can also find this on the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website also. Now, bear in mind, for this price, of course, if you guys took this into Benny's first and then put on the wide body kit, it will cost you guys substantially more money, and then on top of that, you guys need to apply the drift tuning as well, so definitely something to keep in mind. But with all of Benny's modifications and then applying the drift tuning and then having access to them additional liveries or liveries, I already think that this vehicle is genuinely one of the best drift tuning vehicles we can get. In terms of its performance when driving it, it's not too bad. I would definitely say it's not the best, but if we take into consideration all of the modifications we have applied, I would probably say just based off modifications alone, it probably gets an 8 out of 10, and then probably a 9 out of 10 with the drift tuning. For me, this vehicle just suits the part. If you guys think of drifting, you probably think of a vehicle similar to this, but altogether I just love how this vehicle looks, and I would most likely use this more often. But anyways guys, let me know your thoughts on what you think about these 3 vehicles. For me personally, I definitely think that this is such a great addition by Rockstar, although I would probably like to see more vehicles with this drift tuning, specifically maybe some more HSW vehicles with it. I actually don't think we have any HSW vehicles with this, but then again, the traction and handling of HSW vehicles is kind of bad anyway, so it does kind of make sense. But anyways guys, if you went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in some way, shape or form, make sure to leave a like like, I really appreciate your support. And if you guys are new here, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.